Ladies and gentlemen and Piccolo, welcome one and welcome all to the EU Pavlov VRML Grand Finals. My name, of course, is the one and only Yellow Hat. It is a pleasure to be your host today, and I'm looking forward to these two amazing teams getting it off in these Grand Finals. So we have, of course, Virtual Assassins as our first place team right now. And they are, of course, a very strong team, all predominantly German. And then, of course, challenging them today for the honor of, first place is going to be Finnish Bear Influenced, or as we'll shorten it to FBI. And they are currently in 8th place in the standings right now, but they are all, of course, Finnish, except for RFL. But they let them in. It's okay. So going to be a very exciting match, of course, and we already have our bans and we're just waiting for maps right now. So the bans coming out from Virtual Assassin side of things, of course, are going to be Mirage and Stockpile. And then over on FBI side of things, of course, is going to be Stahlbrecher and Manor. So going to be some good bans coming out from them. We are just waiting to hear on the first map. And in the meantime, of course, we're going to shout out everybody. So first, thank you to the VRML Pavlov mods for making this all happen. Your dedication to this game and to this league has been, invaluable. And we all as a community appreciate what you do to try to keep this thing going. And of course, shout out to our sponsors. We have HyperX and we have ProTube VR. So ProTube VR is going to be providing the best VR rifle mounts and VR accessories. You can help stabilize your aim in game by picking up a mag tube stock. Put your controllers in cups that magnetically connect to a fully adjustable stock. Or if you want to add to the immersion, you can check out the Force Tube with haptic feedback to enhance any virtual shooting experience, with a variety of other products ranging from Beat Saber to joysticks to golf mounts. ProTube VR is your one-stop shop for controller peripherals. And a special shout out to ProTube as they are sponsoring the cash prize for EU finals today. First place will be receiving $275 US, and second place will be receiving 150 USD. If you watched the stream earlier of Volk versus OP, Volk was going to be taking the third place medal, and they will be receiving 75 USD, again courtesy of ProTube VR. So thank you to ProTube for all that you do to help VR esports keep going. Also thank you to HyperX as one of the main sponsors of the VRML for quite some time. So VA, we actually have maps right now. So VA gonna have picked Inferno. So we will be waiting to get that map up, but in the meantime, we will get that up on our screen right here. So Inferno gonna be map number 1, and let's talk about both these teams real quick as we wait for the map to get started. So of course, Virtual Assassins, they have been a team for a very long time. I believe all the way back to season 1 or season 2. They're a predominantly German team with a couple players from around that region, and they originally were I believe champions in the EU region way back in the day, but they will of course be fighting for EU champ title today, and their opponents of course are the FBI, and not the Federal Bureau of Investigation, but of course the Finnish Bear Influenced. They're a predominantly Finnish team, and this is their first appearance in the finals. Of course, we have Killia, Yorkali, Orpello, Turv, Code, Durka, RFL, and Sergeant Standals, and they will be fighting, of course, to try to get that first place and those championship stars. But VA, again, long-time standing team, number 1 team in EU currently as it stands. And so, of course, we will see what happens. But, of course, we've got Inferno lined up, ready to go. And I think we are going to be ready to go. So we will get over there in a moment here. I'll just press a magic button and let's try that again. Start map. Round 1. And here we go. So we'll have to swap the teams. So we got FBI starting on the CT side of Inferno, and Virtual Assassin starting on the T side. I believe we have everybody in, so we are all ready to go. you up to there. Chat, let me know if audio's all good. And also, chat, I have you off to my right, so feel free to put your comments down below. If you haven't already, feel free to hit that like button and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any more Pavlov VRML action. And meanwhile, let's get this show on the road. The U Finals, round number 1, getting started right now. Virtual Assassin's going to be on the attacking side. We've got Comet, Echo, Hector, Wrist, and Don. The best of the best. So it's looking like Virtual Assassin is going to be taking a nice slow approach. Comet catching Killia, crossing over to the apartments there, as we see there. Gets a shot, doesn't land a hit. Flashbang going over into the mid there. Dawn trying to work their way up through Banana. But Virtual Assassins, a very regimented team. They're going to be taking things nice and slow on this pistol round, trying to see if they can work a pick. And you know, we've burned a little bit of time. We've got a minute on the clock, and Wrist is going to be backing up, and it's looking like they want to go over towards the B site. RFL, my favorite Finnish person? You bet. Definitely not from Germany. But anyways, here we go. Oh, Yorkily going to be taking a little bit of damage. Smoke coming down from Turv there. Lots of shots coming down. Yorkily picking up Comet with a headshot. Wrist coming through. RFL going to be taking out Wrist, but Don and Hector picking up kills as well. And the last 3 CTs going to be in spawn there. Echo picking up RFL. And now it's just up to Orpello and Killia to try to make things happen, but the bomb is going to be going down. Hector and Echo living on a sliver of health. Killia picking up the kill onto Echo. And now it's Hector and Don to try to defend here for the Virtual Assassins. Hector, of course, on a Beretta, and then Don over on the Tokarev there, one of the newer pistols that's been added. Killia picking up Hector. Don running out of ammo, I think, or something happened, but Killia able to pick up the kill there, and Don going down, and FBI picking up the first round. FBI going to be taking the pistol, which is going to be very massive for them, as they need to, you know, as many rounds on CT as they can get, as this is traditionally a CT or defender-sided map. But VA, or Virtual Assassin, is going to be buying AKs here. We see Wrist actually on the PP Bison there. Trying to see if maybe they can sneak around with a force buy. Turv going to be on the FAMAS, or Pello on that AR-9, one of the newer weapons added. Ooh, Comet losing a lot of HP there from some really nice place shots from RFL. RFL learned Finnish? I guess so. You know, we'll have to discuss with him afterwards if how much Finnish he's learned. Maybe see what he's been up to. But anyways, we have Wrist walking through. We hear Killia pulling the pin on that nade. Killia looking for, ooh, doesn't have that helmet, and Wrist is able to pick up that kill, and that's going to be a good opening for VA, and that's going to be an M4 down. Orpello looking for more frags. RFL picks up Hector, but Don actually picks up the headshot. And they're going to be walking right down to A site, and this is going to be a little bit of a retake here. RFL able to pick up Wrist, although on very low health. Don and Comet both on very low health as well, so whoever's landing the first shot here is probably going to get the kill, maybe see a trade happen. 40 seconds left on the bomb. It has been planted. Comet hiding out in a boiler room there. RFL turns away at the wrong time. Comet going to be picking up the headshot. Now a 2 versus 3 retake for FBI to try to pull off. Yorkily looking onto site, trying to see if they can find anything, but could be walking right by Don. Actually winds up finding him. Yorkily picks up Comet. And Echo and Yorkily trade, and Turv got to be able to get that defuse, I believe. And FBI going to be picking up their second round, just barely, though. Turf not a lot of health here, and it came down to a 1v1 enough. I love Inferno matches. They don't happen enough. You are right, my friend. Inferno is just one of those tried and true cemented maps of all time. It's a fun map. I love it. Personally. Have Gorilla won yet? I don't know. I told you, chat, I'm not ignoring you. Not at all. Not at all. Alright. Here we go. Next round coming into play. We have the first full buy round. Echo going to be armorless, but that's okay. Hector going to be working their way up towards B. And so we see that FBI aren't really playing super aggressive. Yorkley and Turv just holding it on B site, not trying to push Banana. And they know better to walk into VA. You know, again, VA play it nice and slow. They take their time, and, you know, they play very smart. All of them are really, really good players. Comet, trying to take that fight against RFL, actually gets his health down a little bit. Risk going to be peeking out of Boiler there, and Killia gets taken out by a well-placed headshot from Comet. Just as I switched him, Comet gets a headshot. And so we have Wrist walking right in, trying to see if they can find anything. Orpello going to be taking out Wrist, and we're going to see if Orpello is going to be able to hold down the fort. VA looking to make the take over onto A site there. Actually, they're slowing things down. 40 seconds left. RFL trying to spam through the smoke, maybe see if they can get anything. Orpello going to be flashed here. And they're looking for that pick. I believe Echo knows that Orpello's in pit. Oh, that timing. 23 seconds. And are VA considering a rotate at this time? It looks like they are. And Turv and Yorkley are still anchored over towards B. Ooh, that nade coming out from Turv, and he gets the double kill there. RFL picking up the trade against Hector, and that's going to completely stop the VA push. And FBI are going to be taking another round here. They are up 3-0 at this point. Now let's have a look at that scoreboard right now. Turv 3-1, RFL 4-3, and then Hector and Comet both. Oh, everybody pretty much had 2 kills over on VA side of things, but very nice defense coming out from FBI there, and Turv stopping that rotation from happening was definitely needed for FBI. So, good job to them. They are up 3-0 at this point. And again, we are playing a best of 5 today, so either team has to win 3 out of the 5 maps in order to claim their championship star. VA, of course, again, have been in it for a very long time, so looking to see if they can finally clinch it. Comet going to be taking out Turv there, and Yorkley trying to make things happen. Gets a kill. Turv actually a martyrdom kill. Yorkley with a huge 3K coming out from VA. Completely stops the aggression there. A solid B defense coming out from the Finns. Right? Finns? Yeah? The Finnish? Somebody correct me there. And now Echo placed into a 1 versus 4. And Killia comes in with the headshot. FBI pulling away 4-0 lead. Now again, this map, Inferno, is a bit CT-sided in its traditional play. And so, you know, FBI need to get as many rounds as they can. But, I mean, what a solid B defense coming out from them. They are definitely ready for it. So, VA going to be trying to see if they can adapt here. As many team rounds as they can get, they're going to be needed. RFL going to try to see if maybe if he wants to cross. Actually going to be throwing some util. Ooh, Echo gets tagged up a little bit by that nade. At 25 on the clock. Again, DH is taking it nice and slow. Ooh, Risk going to be taken out by Killia there. Going to be getting that opening pick for the FBI. Don again just patiently waiting. Don actually having the bomb, so it's looking like they want to go over towards A, and they're going to have Comet and Hector trying to make some noise over towards B. So, Turv and York actually going to be wasting that. Oh no, Turv gets the team damage onto Yorkley, and that's going to force him to fall back over towards New Box there. 48 seconds, looking like Echo and Don want to rotate. Turv trying to find the damage there. Turv getting a little bit of damage on a Comet there. Yorkley going to be picking up the kill. And now Hector trying to see if they can get the pick onto Turv there, onto Tombstone there. RFL is rotated over in CT. But a lot of these players alone. Don with a very nice nade onto Turv. That's going to open things up a little bit for the Germans. As Yorkley takes out Echo, trying to see if he can find another. Actually picks up Don, but they get the trade. And now it's Hector in a 1 versus 3. 15 seconds left. He's going to try to get that bomb down. But RFL is right there waiting. He's going to be able to take him out 5-0. And FBI with a dominant start right now. All right, so we'll go with the finish. Anyways. The Finnish ahead of the Germans. 5-0. And VA need to figure out how to adapt. Comet again making some early noise. Flashbangs coming in. Early smoke coming in on the CT side of things. Actually, double smoke. And a nade. Again, just Turf getting that early team damage onto Yorkley. And he's like, man, stop throwing nades at me. Unbeknownst to the virtual assassins, of course. Minute left on the clock. Wrist actually heavily tagged up. RFL throwing that flash, trying to see if they can get ahead. Comet gets the nade on the Turf, and that's going to open some things up towards the B site. Don't know where that nade actually went to, but... Killia going to be taking out Echo. Orpello taking out Don. RFL taking out Comet, and now it's a 2-on-3. And they're kind of split up. Hector actually making their way through B site, but unbeknownst to RFL. Wrist again trying to make things happen, but he's going to walk right into this double peek from RFL. Or if anything, he'll take out Killia and then RFL gets swung. Just as I said it. 15 seconds left on the clock, and now it's Hector in a 1 versus 2. RFL just sneaks away, and Hector not really going to be able to do anything with the limited amount of time he has, so FBI going to be up 6-0 right now. And here we go. Two was fine. There we go. I forgot what button it was to get out of first person. It's neat to have regional teams, something NA lacks. Yeah, I mean, NA had a couple. I mean, there's a oh my god, what country is it? Oh my god, it was a South American country. There's a Brazilian team, and then there was a, oh my god, I can't remember. You're making me remember things. Anyways, back to the action. Virtual Sausage is blitzing into the B site. Comet taking out Turv. Yerkely trying to make things happen. He gets one. And he trades with Hector. So brings it back to a 3-on-3. Argentina. Thanks. That's the country. Oh my god, I couldn't remember. Anyways, VA going to be able to get that bomb down. RFL trying to see if he can find a player. And Echo gets the headshot onto RFL and is going to be able to get out of there. And now it's a 2-on-3 retake for FBI to try to handle. Actually, Psych 1 versus 2 now, as Echo has to try to hold as Orpello and Killia both pick up kills. Killia able to swing around Echo, and FBI picking up another round. They are 7-0 at this point. And of course, the shared defuse, a tradition amongst many Pavlov players. Either hitting the number, multiple players hitting the numbers, or multiple players snipping the clips. You gotta share that defuse, share that victory. 7-0. Let's get that scoreboard on. Yorkley 11-5 right now. Killia 8-3, and then over on the VA side of things, Comet and Hector 5-7 and 4-6 respectively. Inferno, again, a very tough map for T side, but even getting, you know, a couple rounds here could be the difference between victory and a defeat. Nade's coming in once again. Comet picking a huge headshot onto Turv there. And that's going to open things up a little bit. I mean, nade damage onto Comet and Hector is not going to really be helpful. Killia able to pick up the kill on the wrist, and VA looking like they want to actually rotate out. And they have the plenty of time to do it. They have 1:10 on the clock. Question is, does the FBI read this? Do they have that intel? Well, with that smoke coming out, now Killia is going to be aware that something is up. Killia picks up Comet. Echo trying to get that trade. Echo, though, able to get that trade. 3-on-3. VA almost have control of the A site here. Don going to walk out. Gets killed by Orpello on the head peak. Hector looking for the damage. Echo able to actually pick up that kill. Echo known for being a crack shot with the AK. 35 seconds left. Ooh, Hector pushes out, and Echo takes a lot of damage. Is able to get that bomb out, but RFL comes in for both the kills and brings FBI to 8-0. Now, again, remember, VA are the first place team in EU right now, and they currently do not have a single round. Now, again, of course, Inferno tends to be a very CT-sided map, but, I mean, didn't think it was going to be this CT-sided. Think NA used to have a Brazil team? Yes, I mentioned they had a they were called Brazuca. So there was also an Argentinian team. It was called G5. Back in the day, of course. But anyways, yeah, FBI up 8-0 right now. They are doing solid work right now. Yarkely actually getting a little bit aggressive. Gonna be throwing that nade. Ooh, that's good. That might do just some damage. Actually, they did a lot of damage against Hector. Wrist picks up the kill onto RFL. Flashbang. Oh, Comet shoots a turf through the flashbang there. Gets a nice headshot and opens things up on the B site. But look at this too. Wrist is in CT spawn. He's just pushed all the way through Arch's side, and now it's just Yorkely against the world to try to defend on B. And Wrist has every single opportunity to short Yorkely in the back of the head. Shots coming out. Orpello able to pick up Comet there. Brings it down to 4. Yorkely gets taken out, and the B site is completely open. And it's looking like VA... Are they still committing to A? Surely not, right? I mean, you have the site on B. Well, they got the site on A too, so Killia getting taken out by Echo, and now it's Orpello versus the world, but Risk gonna be taking him out. And VA finally pick up their first round at the end of the half. And so let's have a look at that scoreboard going to the end of the half. 9-5 for RFL, Killia 10-5, Yorkely 11-6, Comet 7-9, Wrist 5-8, Echo 6-7. Now again, this is a very defender-sided map, so anything could happen. We could see a 10-9 comeback, or we could see FBI just close it out. This pistol round is going to mean everything to either one of these teams. If FBI win it, it's going to be a very hard defend. Hector with the early nade on the turf. That's going to be a great start for the virtual assassins there as they look to make their way, or as FBI look to make their way over towards the B site. Some shots going either way. RFL sneaking their way up through mid. Gonna be probably fighting Echo. Echo gonna be falling back. But Wrist is over in... RFL actually gets the headshot onto Wrist, and that's gonna prompt a rotate over from VA, I believe. Comet gonna be rotating over. Echo hiding over on site, and the FBI looking to take down the A site. We'll see how that winds up going, as Yorkely is going to be the one to be planting the bomb. Don going to be flashbanged, and they need to get onto site. 30 seconds remaining. Yorkely does get the bomb down, and so now it's a retake situation. Echo picks up 2 with the Glock there, trying to see if they can make it a third. Orpello takes out Comet, and RFL is now one shot, and Orpello trying to make their way through. Don going to be pushing over towards RFL, gets the kill on him, and now it's Orpello versus 3. Oh, look at this angle that he has, though. Orpello picks up 1, and now they have to try to deal with Orpello in apartments. Echo cannot take another shot. And Echo and Orpello trade, and Virtual Assassins barely able to squeak by with that round. They win the pistol, and they're going to be, you know, continuing on in this fight. But, of course, with that bomb plant, FBI going to be able to get at least some AKs, maybe a little bit of util. I mean, they have the rounds to play with, so you might as well go for it. But even then, we have an M16 on wrist, a couple UMPs. They are prepared for this rifle force buy. Those UMPs will absolutely win. Unless, of course, somebody gets a headshot with an AK, you know, which happens. Wrist trying to peek through, and that's actually going to prevent VA from crossing over there. So we only have Echo in pit there. FBI don't have a lot of utility. They have the smoke for the cross. RFL trying to see if maybe, you know, somebody's behind car there, which it's not really a car, but it used to be a car, so we call it car. The smokes come out. Comet sitting on the tombstone there. RFL just soloing their way through B. 55 seconds left on the clock. Now look at this. Don going to be rotating over towards B. I think Echo maybe had some second thoughts. Originally was considering the rotate, but 40 seconds left. And Don is back. Ooh, Don gets tagged up a little bit from that AK, and Turv trying to see if they can make their way through. We'll follow with them. Forces Don to the arches, kills Don there. So that's going to open things up for FBI there with 25 seconds left. And Echo is in the back corner. And here comes the execute. Wrist going to be taking out Killia, though. And they have to worry about that player in the pit. Echo going to be taking out Turv. Orpello takes out Wrist. Echo taking out a second one. Trying to see if they can maybe make it a third. Yorkley takes out Echo, but Comet there for the refrag, and Virtual Assassins claw another round into their bag. And with that round loss and no bomb plant, FBI are going to be forced onto a Desert Eagle save. Echo, like we said, a player to look out for on the Virtual Assassin side of things, up top at 12-9 right now. Here comes the nade from Turv. Doesn't hit anybody, but it at least clears sandbox. But, of course, he gets immediately naded by Comet. So that's going to start VA off pretty solid. Yorkley and Orpello actually going to be buying AKs there. So, RFL with the Desert Eagle. Trying to see if they can make anything happen. 1:10 left on the clock. And FBI are slowly working their way towards B, I believe. Made some steps. Orpello trying to get some pre-fire through the smoke. .53 seconds left, and I think FBI are considering a rotate now. Yorkley going to be making their way through Boiler, and look at this though. Nobody on the A site, which doesn't really matter at this point because Don takes out Yorkley and Hector takes out Orpello. We have actually Wrist and Don going to be rotating back. Now they're rotating back to A. They don't know what to do. These two FBI players could be anywhere. .15 seconds left, and I believe RFL and Killia are just going to try to save whatever guns they can. Killia going to be saving that AK, and RFL doing RFL things. 5 seconds left, and Don might actually go for this peek. Looking like it. Swinging around the corner, and there's the headshot onto RFL, which not really much was lost there because they had the AK, or the Deagle, excuse me, but Don is able to actually pick up the free AK. And Virtual Assassins are starting to claw their way back. 4-8, they still have a ways to go, but of course, FBI are one round away from just completely turning this thing around. Yeah, looking like we have the FBI working up their way through alt mid. Ooh, a little bit of an awkward fight here. And Orpello with the blind fire onto Wrist there. Shooting his gun just above that little window. Opens things up for FBI. Yorkley trying to get that blind fire through. And now Echo is over in pit. And we have a rotation coming in from the Virtual Assassins. RFL gets taken out by Don. Hector takes out Orpello. And so they will try to get onto A site, but VA just shutting this down as Don is getting the kill onto Turv. Now it's Killia and Yorkley to try to make things happen. Yorkley does take out Don, brings it to a 2-on-3, but Hector is very close on the flank and could be getting the shots back into Yorkley any second now. Does, and is going to be able to get that bomb down. Killia now in a 1 versus 3, try to make things happen here. Hector able to land the shots on Achillia, and Virtual Assassins claim their 5th round. 4th round of the half, of course. And again, let's have a look at that scoreboard for those scoreboard enjoyers that, you know, need the scoreboard reminder. It's always a good thing to see, but seems like both teams are either goated as a CT, or I think it's also kind of how the map plays out. I mean, Inferno is historically a pretty CT-sided map, so it's a hard thing to make happen. Oh, that nade lands right on the balcony there. There's another nade. A lot of nades coming in from the Virtual Assassins, and FBI doing a good job of dodging them. Turv working their way up mid. Look at this, though. I was looking for Wrist in the cams, and Wrist is pushed all the way through alt mid. And he's going to have this flank, so it's not like they're going to be able to even rotate. Oh, and he gets it. Oh, they went up trading. Oh, that's crazy. Orpello is able to take out Comet, does bring it to 1 versus 2. 38 seconds left on the clock. Don gets headshot by Orpello, and now it's Orpello versus Echo, arguably the 2 best players for their respective teams. Orpello needs to get this bomb down with 25 seconds left, but Echo has already made their way into the church. And if Orpello goes for that plant, Echo will probably swing right round. 15 seconds left. Trying to see if Echo... Oh, that timing! Echo able to get the headshot on Orpello, just barely looks away at the wrong time. And Virtual Assassins, once again, clawing their way back 6-8. We don't call it a comeback, folks, but we'll see. And here comes the FBI. Now, full loss bonus at this point. They have full util. Both teams just, you know, stacking up that eco. Oh, here comes a nade. No damage taken from the FBI, so Don walking away with the first shots happening. RFL, though, is going to be able to take out Risk. Don't know if he was... I think he was flashbang there, and now the pressure is on Don as... Look at this push. Don gets one, and oh, the team kill that happens. Hector there with the refrag. Orpello able to get both. We have Echo in Mini Pit and Comet over in CT. Now, 55 seconds. They could rotate, and Killia is actually the one with the bomb. Comet does get Orpello, and so now it's up to Killia to try to rotate here. 45 seconds left. The question is Comet going to rotate back in time? I think he's looking to do so. Actually, no. He's holding in Library, and so Killia is going to be able to walk away with this plant. 30 seconds left. And now Killia in a 1 versus 2 situation. 30 seconds left. I mean, they've wasted 15 seconds already, but I mean, they have the clips. They can take as much time as they want. Killia gonna be walking over in towards church. The nades come out, but is Killia aware of how close they are? 10 seconds left. All Killia has to do is get a headshot. He gets one. Is he gonna be able to clutch this out? Echo able to get the kill, but is he going to be able to get the defuse? He barely is. Oh, wait, no, he doesn't get the defuse! He was just a second late! Killia able to clutch it out, and FBI able to steal the round away. 9-6. Oh, man. If they were just a second earlier. And now that happens too, because once the bomb turns 0, it doesn't matter. You can... It'll still go off, excuse me. But, man, that... Killian just barely able to clutch it. VA taking a little bit too much time there. Here comes the nade. Ooh, Arfel taking a little bit of chip damage there. Orpello actually getting the team kill. He said, nobody on VA is getting this kill. I'm getting this kill, but realistically, that's also taking away $3,200 from his economy there. So, was it really worth it? It was accidental, of course, but, you know, we got to make the joke. Minute 10 left on the clock, and FBI already down 2 players. Common and Hector tagged up a little bit, so the B site players are a little bit weaker, but, you know. That initial B aggression could have spawned a rotate. We actually see Don not on the Arches side, so Arches is a little bit open, but Echo on site. Wrist over in pit there. 40 seconds left. And FBI might just save. Yorkley might see if they can get the guns. Maybe try again. Yeah, FBI do not want to lose any sort of ego, especially in this late game. Yorkley does have the gun on his back as well, so they're going to be able to at least save 1 rifle. But ultimately, VA going to be walking away with another round. There we go, 7-9. Actually, Yorkley able to save both guns, so FBI have another round to where they can full buy here. All have guns? There we go. They're going to be able to buy armor as well, maybe. Or they're just going to save their money, I think, and just, you know, go for the AK force. Nades coming in, no damage done immediately. Hector actually getting aggressive over in Banana here for once. Orpello gonna... Ooh, Orpello firing some pre-round shots. Minute 20. And Hector going to be putting down a defensive smoke there. Try to block things off. And FBI just taking things nice and slow. This is, of course, match point, and if they're able to take this round, that puts them up a leg over VA. Which, as the non-favored team in this situation, any advantage they can have right now is going to be beneficial. 50 seconds left. Oh, look at this. Comet's rotated off towards CT, playing an entirely different position. And FBI looking like they want to go towards B. There comes the initial flash. The smoke misses. Comet gets taken up by Orpello, and so things are opened up on B. RFL and Don going to be trading out, and now it's a 4-on-3. And look at this. The rotation through. Is Hector going to be ready for it? Hector doesn't get the call. Turv is going to be taking out Hector, and now it's a 2-on-4 retake for Virtual Assassins to try to make happen. They still arguably have one of their best players on Echo, but I mean, he's halved. Wrist has to try to make something happen here. One of them needs to get an opening pick. And Orpello's able to get Wrist, and now it's Echo versus 4 in an unlikely situation. Echo's able to pick up 1. And Echo and Orpello trade, and the FBI are going to be victorious on map number 1. 10-7. The scoreline we've seen all day so far. And FBI going to be taking in game number 1. Oh, there we go. We have our map win. The FBI going to be taking down the Virtual Assassins on map number 1 there. What a match. crazy stuff coming out from them. Believe we'll be potentially seeing a break here, so we'll cross that bridge. Cross that bridge when we get to it. But good job to the FBI for taking a map. So we will be playing at least 4 maps today in these finals, which is going to be a good time for everybody. And maybe we'll even see a map 5. Who knows? Who knows? But anyways, like we said, FBI, they are the 8th place team currently in EU, and VA are the 1st place team. But as we see, we just had an upset, ladies and gentlemen. FBI taking map number 1. VA, of course, having a really strong comeback, but you know, a couple key rounds there. I mean, that clutch by Killia, I think that was kind of the nail in the coffin there. I mean, just being able to steal that round, that could have shifted the momentum entirely into FBI's favor. So, game number 1, like I said, going to the FBI, and we'll see what happens for map number 2. But look at the maps too. I mean, Inferno, FBI have only won that 50% of the time. They played it 6 times, won it 3 times. Virtual Assassins, Inferno, it's one of their mid-played maps. They've played it 4 times and they've won it 3 times. So they have a 75% win rate on it. But you know, ultimately, they haven't played it as much as, say, some of their other maps like Oil Rig or Manor, which, you know, conveniently got banned, or at least Manor got banned. And then, of course, Stahlbarker has not been played this entire season by VA, but they are a very good team on that map. But yeah, has not been played this entire season. So, interesting to say the least. But we will be right back, as we'll be taking a little bit of an ad break here going into map number 2. So we will catch you in a little bit.
Taquito again, flying out, rifle in hand, catches 1, 2, 3. Oh no! Mitchell is right on top left. And there's a double kill that comes in from Cozy from hit to the EMP inside. Who fires? Oh my god! No! It's a fast 5, 4, 3.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and we have a confirmation for map number 2, and that is going to be the tried and the true Dust 2. So we will get that right on the board for you. Dust 2, of course, being an all-time favorite map of many, myself included. We love Dust 2. I think it's a fun map. Some people may disagree, but you know what? Womp womp. Dust 2 is going to be the map that is selected by the FBI there, and this is their map pick, of course. So we are just waiting for them to get that ready. Dust 2, let's look at the map history here. So Virtual Assassins, they have played it 5 times and won it 4 times, so they're a little bit more rehearsed on Dust 2 than they are on Inferno there. And then over on the FBI side of things, Dust 2 is one of their most played maps, 7 times played, only won it 3 times, but again, with it being played a little bit more. We're missing audio. Interesting. Sorry, folks, let me figure that out. What's going on? What's going on? Alright, well, anyways. Sorry, we had a little message pop up from the tech side of things. So anyways, Dust 2 are gonna be our second map here, and tech says we're all good, so I'm gonna guess that we're all good. And so anyways, I was saying that FBI have played it 7 times and only won it 3 times. And so it'll be interesting to see what happens here. Last time the FBI played Dust 2, they won it 10-8 against Volk, which was the number 3 team right now, as they just won the bronze match. So again, will be an interesting shout. In the meantime, of course, it is good to mention before we get the ball rolling here, as you saw in the ads, VRML Con is a thing that is happening this year, and it's going to be awesome. It is taking place July 20th to the 21st over in Denver, Colorado, in the United States of America, and it will be featuring Veil, X8, Breachers, and Onward, and our beloved game Pavlov. Pavlov will have a 1v1 booth there, and I'd like to personally thank the VRML as well as Bankrupt Games for making that all happen. It's going to be a nice, fun little 1v1 booth. You can come play your friends and see who's truly the king of Pavlov in a 1v1 situation. And, of course, enjoy some other VR esports in the meantime. But, again, that is July 20th to the 21st of this calendar year. On top of that, too, I'd like to thank the sponsors HyperX and ProTube. ProTube providing the prize pool for the EU matches you see today, and HyperX providing our prizes for our NA matches later. To speak on those as well, at 5 o'clock Eastern, we will be seeing Dream Team taking on Jabberwocky in our bronze NA match. And then for the finals, we have Downfall versus the Mages. So both are going to be really awesome matches. Will be casted by yours truly, as well as Dr. Gonzo and our friend Explosion. So we're going to have a whole casting bench on there. Going to be a fun time. Going to give my voice a little bit of rest as those two take it away. But in the meantime, we have some EU action to keep going here as we're waiting for Dust 2 to pop up. I don't see it in my Pav TV yet, but we'll get there slowly but surely. In the meantime, hope you all are enjoying the stream right now. If you do, feel free to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any more Pavlov action. And to stay up to date with everything, of course, the VRML has Twitters, they have Discords that you can join. And if you have any questions, feel free to let anybody over on the VRML team know. And in the meantime, we have match number 2 coming up in just a sec. As my replay loads slowly. Start map. Round 2. You can see this slow bar just... It's going. It's getting there. It's getting there. Should be good. Hopefully we have everybody in. Make sure all the teams are right. We don't have everybody in. So we're probably going to have a restart. So we'll wait for everybody to get in. And we'll go from there. So in the meantime, of course, we'll swap back to the scoreboard as we wait for these teams to get in. But I'm going to back up a little bit here. And yeah, no, I mean, Dust 2 should be an interesting match. VA are pretty proper and rehearsed on it. It'll be interesting to see what happens, especially now that FBI have taken a map. Do they have that momentum to keep going and take all three, or are the VA going to turn it around? So we got Yorkley in here. We're just waiting for one more player, and then I think we will be good. Again, map being Dust 2. The caster prediction, I've been wrong all day, so I can keep that streak going on. I'd say VA probably going to win this map, but as we just saw, FBI took map 1. So, anything can happen. And I've been proven wrong many a time today, so I at this point, I'm happy to keep that streak going. There we go. There's a vote. Killia's in. And so I believe we will have this up shortly. Again, if you're enjoying the stream so far, feel free to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with more Pavlov VRML goodness. And again, tonight at 5 p.m. Eastern, so in approximately 2 hours from right now, we'll be seeing Jabberwocky take on Dream Team for the bronze match. And then, of course, the finals going to be the Mages versus Downfall. Okay, we have our Dust 2. We're going to get that started up. And hopefully everybody loads in. We have a faster load that time. Everybody's in. So let's get this game started, shall we? Round number 2, FBI starting on the T side and Virtual Assassins starting on the CT side. And it's looking like we're having a vote for something. So maybe another false start. Really playing with my emotions here, but it's okay. It's finals. It's meant to be emotional. There we go. We're back at it. Will the third time be the charm? If only I could do a prediction right now. There we go. Do we have it? I think we have it. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it, chat. Alrighty, here we go. Map number 2 gonna be FBI versus VA. FBI starting over on the T side. VA starting over on the CT side, swapping it up from last game. And of course, pistol round loadouts. Yorkley actually on a revolver. We got our Pello on the Tech 9, a couple Desert Eagle, Beretta, and another Beretta. So we have an eclectic mix of things. Oh, Comet actually taking out Don, but Risk getting the headshot onto Orpello, and VA showing some serious aggression into mid. Echo taking out RFL, and so they're getting that lower control right away. No hesitation to start from VA here. They want to control that momentum as best as they can. Risk going to be able to get back right through mid, and Yorkley going to be crouching up through alongside the rest of their teammates. Minute 10 on the clock. We have plenty of time. Footsteps are heard. Ooh, Yorkley going to be taking out Risk with that revolver, and they only have to fight Hector here. Hector going to be getting out of there. And there comes the flashbang. Killia able to take out Hector. Comet able to take out one, takes out two, and he gets a third, just like that. All headshots. Comet coming in with the solo retake. Doesn't even need Echo at this point. And VA able to take that first round away. Comet with that 3K wrist, and Echo picking up the rest of the kills for the Virtual Assassins, and then Yorkly and Killia picking up kills for the FBI. Paolo and Turf trying to get that early damage into mid. And Comet going to be throwing a nade up to top mid. Actually got stuck on that. That's crazy. Wrist able to take out RFL though right away. Gets that opening pick for the VA. Killia though able to get that refrag. That's going to open things up on B a little bit. But Comet is there waiting with an M16. Don gets the kill into Turf. And Arpello trying to look for the damage. Does get it. Picks himself up an M4, but Hector's right around the corner. Does he know? Oh, that timing, and Hector able to take out Arpello, and now it's Killia versus 3. Hector getting that kill with the G3. Again, one of the newer weapons that's been added to the S&D by Will. Essentially the CT side AK, but a little bit weaker, but it still is incredible at what it does. Killia picks up the first headshot, but is he aware that Echo is all the way at top mid? I have to find out. 40 seconds left on the clock. Bomb is... I don't even know where Bomb is. We'll have to find that out ourselves. 30 seconds left. Echo swinging out. The question is, does Killia see him? No, he doesn't. Echo able to get that kill, and Virtual Assassins 2-0 right now. Alrighty, here we go. 2-0. We have a Deagle save coming out from everybody. Orpello actually buying an AK, which we'll see if that was a worthy buy or not. Dot. Ooh. Very cheeky angle coming out from Orpello. Nade coming out. Turf doesn't take any damage at all whatsoever. Comet swings around. Takes a little bit of damage there. And Don maybe looking for some snacks here. As he tries to go for the knife throw. Comet able to pick up the kill on the Turf. That's going to open things up for VA a little bit. Their defense. Arfel trying to see if maybe he can catch one of the Virtual Assassins. 45 seconds left. Yorkly is hovering over Xbox there. Ooh, RFL picks up Comet. Yorkly picks up Don with a Tokarev of all things. Wrist picks up RFL. Arpello picks up Wrist. And all of a sudden, this save round has turned into a 2-on-3 for Virtual Assassins. Arpello picks up Echo. And now it's Hector versus 3. Look at this smoke that's come out, though. I wonder if that's a one-way. Hector gonna try to pick up this M4. Maybe save it. He's gonna be forced under a save, and the FBI probably gonna be winning this, what was supposed to be a save round. So that's really not good if you're Virtual Assassins. Hector does pick up Orpel, so that's going to be a gun down, but again, was really just going for the save, so FBI going to be taking their first round on T side. Hector does get another kill, so doing the economic damage at least, but I mean, Virtual Assassins are going to be pretty much forced onto a save, maybe a couple rifles to their name. We got some shots going right down mid. Smoke's coming in right away, too. Ooh. That was a... What? Did you just get damaged by a nade through the wall? Or am I just imagining things? I don't know anymore. Everything is an anomaly. Minute 15. RFL very lit up. And he gets immediately taken out. But Orpello picks up the first kill. Turv picking up the second kill. And so A site is going to be pretty much open. Oh, Hector is able to save onto that rifle. Yorkley and Echo do trade. So now it's a 2-on-2. Killia, though, able to pick up that kill. And now it's Wrist versus 2. Is behind the players. Is going to be able to pick up that AK. Response Killia there. He knows one player's there, and I think he heard the other player shoot. Wrist able to pick up the kill, and now isolates the engagement. 1 versus 1. Here comes the flashbang. Orpello try not to take any damage. Wrist doesn't have the clips, so... Oh, Orpello catches him through the box. Nice shots coming out from Orpello. Going to be clutching it up. And let's have a look at our scoreboard in the meantime. Very nice clutch coming in from Orpello. Once again, FBI just securing some of these clutches that are going to be pretty useful. Nade damage coming out a little bit. A lot of utility over in mid. Common picks up the kill, but that nade landed in Narnia, apparently. Echo picks up Yorkley, and just like that, VA completely shut down anything that FBI was trying to do that round as they pick up their 3rd round of the half. VA just trying to get that early grenade damage, and they're not being aggressive this time around. They're just holding it down on mid. Echo and Comet doubling up, and Hector pushed all the way up on A long there. Turv able to pick up Hector over on A long there. We'll have to fly over there. Echo does pick up RFL. Comet able to pick up Yorkley, and now they have 3 players over towards B, but, I mean, here comes the push over towards A. Flashbang's coming out. Don actually drops into elevator. Ooh, Orpello trying to see if they can find damage. Orpello actually takes out Comet. 2 versus 3 for the FBI. Orpello picks up another one, brings it to a 2-on-2. And the question is, who has the bomb? Does anybody? Oh no, Killia gets taken down by Echo. And now it's a 1 versus 2 for Orpello. He has to find the bomb and plant it within the next 20 seconds. I think he's just going to save guns. Yep, that's what it's looking like. Orpello going to save guns, and Virtual Assassin's going to be walking away with another round. VA 4-2. Pulling ahead this time around. Echo 9-2. Orpello 7-4. Both respectively probably the top players on their team. Oh, there comes a nade from Hector right away. FBI able to dodge it. Oh, where did that nade go? It went somewhere. Here comes another nade from Comet. Or Pello going to be taking some nade damage there. Unfortunate for them, but look at this. Hector's in a spot. Doesn't even matter. As RFL is able to take him out. Don't know what's happened with the IK there, but it is what it is. The smoke gonna fail. Just barely clips the side of the building. Don able to kill Turv there. And now it's a 3-on-4 for the FBI to try to make this happen. Are they looking to save again? I mean, they don't really have the eco, so it would be wise, but I mean, you don't really have that many rounds that you can play with. You have 2 rounds after this. Where Pello getting killed by Wrist, and then Yorkley going to try to run the bomb, but Comet just hiding all the way in the corner. And he's going to get the kill, and VA going to be ending it swiftly, bringing them up 5-2. Oh, what? I thought that updated, man. Oh. FBI took map 1, Frosty. I don't know why it didn't update, but you know, it is what it is. I updated the score and then it just disappeared, so I don't know, but Orpello once again getting early tagged by a nade. And look at this. FBI just getting put into the meat grinder. Wrist just doing it all. And Wrist taking out the second one. And VA going to be taking it 6-2 right now. They have one more round of this half. There we go. Final round of the half. Yorkley looking for some early cat control here, but unbeknownst to him, 2 players waiting right around the corner. No players on long though. I mean, they have Hector and Echo to kind of watch it, but not directly. Comet killing Turv. Once again, VA just getting that first pick. And Don trying to see what they can do. Ooh, Don goes for the sprint peek. Gets taken out by Killia, but Wrist able to get that refrag. And Orpello kills Comet. And look at this. Orpello's just in B site. Question is, who's got the bomb? That is actually a really good question. Who does have the bomb? Because I certainly don't know. So one of these players, but yeah, there we found the bomb, everybody. RFL gets tagged by the flashbang. Gonna be able to kill Wrist, but 20 seconds left. And Echo going to be able to finish that one off 7-2. And let's have a look at our scoreboard for the end of the first half. All right, VA going to be on the T side now as Echo just barely lives that grenade. Surprised he didn't die there, but you know. Hector tries to go for the knife throw. Gets the kill though, but Killia able to get the kill onto Wrist. but gets shot by 3 players, still manages to take Echo with him, and now it's a 2 versus 3. And Repello, the only one in mid. Very big Beretta there. That Beretta is right up against his face. Big boy Beretta. Oh, does he even nade? Oh, he timed it a little too early. Takes out 1, and Repello cleans it up, taking out 2, and FBI gonna be winning that pistol round. Alrighty, here we go. So we move on into the next round here. VA forced onto a Desert Eagle save. But Riss is pushed all the way through mid. Killy able to still get that kill, though. Rest of Virtual Assassins trying to see what they can do here. Trying to see maybe if they can get early damage or maybe get a pick, get a gun, something. RFL picks up Echo. Turf able to kill out Hector there with the FAMAS. And now it's Dawn and Comet over on the A stage trying to make things happen. Comet actually trading with RFL. Dawn does have the bomb, but... And Repello just like that, able to get the swift kill onto Dawn. And now FBI have 4 rounds to their name. But we will be, of course, seeing the first full buy round from both teams. Smoke nade comes in. Ooh, Hector taking some nade damage. I think Echo taking some nade damage too. Killia picking up the first kill. Killia picking up a second one, just holding it down on mid. Is Comet gonna go for it? RFL there for the support. Dawn kills Repello. RFL gets the trade, and now it's a 2-on-3 for Virtual Assassins as RFL picks up 1. And he picks up the second. RFL getting a 3K that round. And FBI clawing their way back this time around. And Virtual Assassins once again forced onto another save. Ooh, Echo taking a lot of damage there. Nades coming in, but VA able to dodge. Repello just trying to see maybe if he can find some damage through the smoke there. I mean, it does clear finally. We have some action over an A-long. We'll fly over. RFL able to pick up the first kill. Oh my god, Turv able to pick up that kill on Hector with the FAMAS of all things. That's probably the longest range FAMAS kill I've seen at least 3 seasons. Oh, look at this though. Riss tries to get the shots, but Repello able to get the kill, and now it's Dawn alone with low health in a dream. And Yorkley is going to be able to get the kill. FBI back 6-7. It's getting close again. We're seeing another comeback. Some utility coming out early on. VA looking to get that mid control. Ooh. Deep smoke lands perfectly. Comet able to get the kill on the RFL with the early nade, and that's going to open things up on A long there. Turf needs to be really careful as to how they play this. Killia and Risk going to be trading. Oh, this is not something I would personally peek with your choice of weapon there, my friend. Just... yeah. There comes a nade, but... ooh, he's going to need to get out of there. And Turf is basically trapped there at this point. So, well, now he's dead. So they can just kind of capitalize on it. Echo down and lower there. Arpella needs to try to see if he can get a kill. He does get one. Almost gets on too. And now let's see if Yorkley can hold on. They're not aware that Yorkley is over a ninja. Oh, these boxes are bad. You can shoot him through. And he goes for the... tries to go for the defuse right away. Doesn't see the second player there. And VA going to be picking up the next round. 8 and 6. They are 2 rounds away from securing their first map. Alright, Virtual Assassin's going to be working their way over towards A long at this point. They have to check to see if a player's in pit. And they know Yorkley's on car. But he's going to be able to get away. Risk gets the kill into Orpella and is going to be able to work his way all the way through mid, of all things. And he gets the second kill into Killia, so theoretically B-side is wide open. Don kills Turf. And this is looking like it's just a straight up VA round. No questions asked. Yorkley does get the kill into Hector. No damage taken, so bringing it back a little bit. But look at this position Risk is in. Ain't no way anybody would expect that. And if he does, that's cool. But nope. Risk gets the kill into Yorkley. Now it's RFL versus 3 and gets taken out by Echo. And so Virtual Assassins 1 round away from claiming their first map victory. Here comes some pre-utility into the midsection there. Risk taking a little bit of early damage, but... ooh, that nade from Killia to start things off. Oh, Opus gets a second one there, too, as Don takes a lot of damage there. Yorkley, though, in pit, does have the help with Turv as well. Ooh, Hector, very nice shot. Or actually does get away. Tries to go for the refrag, but could have used that opportunity to just get away. Virtual Assassin's now down to 3 players. Arpella going to be throwing some utility, but Echo actually baiting those footsteps. Combinator will open things up on A site. He's on A. That's going to prompt a rotate, I think, from Don. RFL able to get that kill on the Comet. A lot of stuff happening there. And look at this. Echo once again just waiting and lower. Oh, Echo almost dies, but still able to get that kill. Arpello able to get the kill on Echo. Probably going to be able to grab himself an M4. And now it's a 1 versus 1 situation. Arpello needs to get this clutch to keep FBI in this match. Oh, look at that. Don now lower. 18 seconds. Arpello does not have a lot of time here. And Don's still able to get that kill. And VA going to be taking game number 2 off of that. Let's get those scores updated. Hopefully we can figure that out. Oh man, we just did that wrong. Boop. Virtual Assassins gonna be winning. Oh wait, nope. Whoopsie. Psych, that just swapped. So I think we hit this button. There we go. We did it. Alright. Game number 2 going to Virtual Assassins. My bad. That just got me a little bit there, but it's okay. But now both these teams are 1-1 at this point. I will get those scores updated, don't you worry. But game number 1 went 10-7 in favor of FBI, and game number 2, of course, as we see here, 10-6 in favor of the Virtual Assassins. And so we will be waiting for game number 3 to get underway. I'm sure we'll be taking a little bit of a break here, but in the meantime, of course, we'll take a little bit of an ad break and to get caught up with all the sponsors of VRML. So stay tuned. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Thank you for sticking with us through that long ad break. And again, thank you to all the sponsors that make VRML what it is today. Our third map, of course, is going to be the one and the only oil rig. So we will get that up for you in just a second once we get this whole thing started. Oil rig going to be, again, a fan favorite map. One of my personal favorites, of course. Love that map. And let's check these teams' statistics on this. Alright, so Oil Rig, the FBI are 4-2 on. And then the Virtual Assassins, their Oil Rig game is 6-4. So they've won it 4 times and played it 6 times. So again, one of their top maps, but we'll see kind of how this all plays out. So we already have a restarted Oil Rig there, so that means that they loaded in and reset the map, so we will get to you in a second. Again, so game number 1, the score was 10-7. Game number 2, the score was 10-6 in favor of Virtual Assassins, and so we are in game number 3 right now. Oh, heck yeah, I can. Okay, sweet. Alright, so we can try to redo those scores at some point. But we have a live oil rig at this point, so we're going to get started with map number 3. Hopefully we have everybody in here. And we have to swap the teams. And we'll get this show on the road. So we got Virtual Assassins starting on the T side, and FBI starting over on the CT side. Oil Rig, a map that was just played earlier by Valk versus Old People. A fan favorite in both the NA and the EU region. Oh, that nade going to be doing a little bit of damage to Comet there. And Wrist, I think, as well. Wrist making their way all the way through. And Killia is pushed up a little bit. Wrist is just going right for it. Killia actually picks up Comet there. Boy, he's got to watch his back. Oh, Killia picks up the kill on Wrist. Wrist tries to go for the cheeky knife pick kill, but doesn't work out for him there. Minute left on the clock. VA just kind of taking things nice and slow. Don holding on to Zibam. Hector trying to make some shots happen. Somehow hasn't taken a bullet yet. These bullets are just flying at him. Hector still trying to make a distraction over on the B side. I mean, he's got 4 of the 5 FBI members, but Killia calling the push onto bridge. And RFL coming in with a nice flash. Echo able to take out Killia. Can he make it a second? He does. That's going to open things up a little bit. 18 seconds left on the clock, though, and VA need to make a push happen. And I think they're going to rotate over towards B, but look at this. Turf is right there waiting to make it happen. Oh, no, not the fumble, but he distracts him just long enough, and FBI are going to steal another round away. So, FBI getting that pistol round, very important. Turv doing his job, albeit the awkward gunfight, but you know what? You got to do what you got to do to make it happen. So, VA now forced onto a pistol save. You're going to be picking up the first kill onto Comet. Wrist and Hector trying to make it happen, but Orpello gets right in Don's face as we're talking about that. That's actually going to be the bomb down as well. Echo coming around. Ooh, a nice headshot coming out from Echo. It's going to be able to snag a UMP, but at the same time, Yorkley going to push right in and get that refrag. Killia going to be walking back around, trying to make sure that nobody gets a cheeky flank or anything, but it's looking like this may be an FBI round as RFL takes out Wrist, and Killia puts a swift end to Hector. FBI up 2-0 right now. And here's a look at our scoreboard as we go into the first full buy round of game number 3. Ooh, Killia's just dodging that nade, staring it in the face. He's going to back off from mid. Ooh, RFL taking a lot of nade damage there. RFL going back. This is what I like to affectionately refer to as the O.O spot. Actually, no, it's this one. But cheeky little spot nevertheless you can get to by jumping off the bridge there and landing on top of one of those generators. And Orpello taking a fight against Echo down in underpass there, or in OSHA, whichever you'd like to call it. Wrist trying to see if he can find a player. RFL does get taken out by Wrist. And look at this, Comet's already through mid. He's going to be hearing these footsteps. Comet picks up 1. And he lines up 2 and 3 just like that. And that's going to put a swift end to the round for FBI there, as VA are most likely going to take it as Orpello's getting hunted down. Echo going to be picking up that last kill. Comet with a nice little 3-piece for the cams there. Alrighty, here we go. Comet and Echo trying to make things happen. Ooh, just like that. Echo immediately picking up a kill against Turv up in mid there. Getting a little bit of damage on the Killia there as well. Look at this, though. Orpello and Yorkley are very much pushed up into B, which would be unexpected by these VA players. Yorkley able to get that knife kill, but Comet able to get the headshot. Orpello doesn't get the blind onto Don, as Don is able to gun him down. He was trying to go for that knife. So that would tell the rest of VA that these players are, in fact, on a knife save. Killia looking for the gun. Actually does find the AK. And Killia just going to run away with the gun. And Virtual Assassin's going to be taking their second round here. So let's see here. So Turf is on 1400, RFL 1450. They're going to get 2200, so they're barely going to be able to buy, you know, a rifle. They're not even going to be able to buy ammo. And oh, Killia gets taken out right at the end there, so he's not going to be able to save that AK either. So a good kill coming out from Wrist, who just by milliseconds snagged that. Ooh, nice nade onto Wrist. Does a little bit of chip damage. The question is... Oh no! Hector fell off the map! Oh no, dude. Not like that. Oh man. There there's a reason there's an OSHA, you know, there's I don't even know what to say. That's just hysterical. He just fell off the map. Comet able to pick up the kill onto RFL. This is why you read your OSHA safety guidelines, so we don't fall off the map. Oh, Killy gonna get flashed there, and Comet's gonna jump right down and gonna catch Killy off guard, but Yorkley picks up 1, picks up 2, bringing it back to actually 3-on-2 for the FBI here. And Wrist does drop down. Yorkley does have to fall back into cover, and now Echo is in mid. And you gotta wonder who's gonna find who first. Oh, Wrist able to pick up Yorkley there, just barely getting behind that smoke. Arpello picks up 1, and Arpello picks up a 2nd. FBI snagging a 3rd round there. Alrighty, FBI snagging in the last round, as we saw. Early smoke's coming down. Orpello taking a lot of nade damage there, and so that's gonna alert VA to the fact that there's a player there. Turv able to pick up the kill onto Hector. Yorkley taking a bit of damage. Comet trying to find one. Comet finds Orpello, finds his 2nd, but loses his helmet in the process. Oh, Turv is able to sneak. Oh, Comet able to pick up Killia, and Echo able to pick up Turv, and now it's RFL versus 3, but 2 of these players are quite low. RFL picks up 1. His clutch is not undoable. He just has to be wary of Echo in the close left corner. The question is, will he actually find him? 55 seconds left. And RFL gonna wrap around to pop flash there, which is this staircase. RFL gets the timing, but is he going to find Echo? Echo just patiently waiting. I think he knows that RFL is there based on footsteps. Oh, now he knows he's there. And Echo picks up the headshot on RFL, and Virtual Assassin's able to get that 3rd round. All right, Virtual Assassins taking that 3rd round. They've tied up the score once again, and look at this. I mean, we have an interesting buy coming out from FBI. They don't have the best of money. Yorkley going with the sawed-off shotgun. A staple of getting up close and personal. And he knows there's one in oil room. Hector picks up the kill on the RFL, so we'll swap over to the A side there, as it looks like they'll be opening things up there. Comet just patiently waiting over on bridge here, and the rest of Virtual Assassin is going to be pushing up. Comet might have just barely saw Killia there, and once again going to be able to get this same kill. Gets the flash, drops down. Arpello picks up Wrist, but gets taken out by Echo. And now, ooh, we'll stutter, no worries. Yorkley now in a 1 versus 4 with something that can't shoot past like 5 feet, so needless to say, it's a safe assumption that Virtual Assassins will have this round. Just a man in a sawed-off shotgun. Virtual Assassins taking their 4th round of the half. 2 more rounds left of this first half of game number 3. We are going to a game number 4. And so the question is, if FBI win this, we would go to a game number 5. But if Virtual Assassins win this, they have the chance to clean it up in game number 4. So we will have to find out. Nade coming out from Comet early on. Flashbang's coming out. No damage done. Don't know if there was any information that either player got. We have some fighting over on A long as RFL tries to desperately get out of there. Ooh, RFL tries to go for the peak with the flash, but gets lit up by 3 of the virtual assassins there. Comet able to get the kill on the Yorkley. Can he get the second one? He does, just barely. Okay, he's just patiently holding off. Echo kills Turv, and now it's Orpello versus 5 as they actually wind up rotating over to A. Orpello, not a clue as to what's going on at this point. Might as well just save the gun. He's able to snag RFL's gun in the process as well, but... Now, if I were VA, especially going into this last round, I'd be hunting for this man. And it looks like they're trying to do that, but they don't know that he's, you know, over in T-spawn of all places. But nevertheless, Orpello going to be able to walk away with a gun or 2. And Virtual Assassin's going to be able to walk away with their 5th round. Ooh, we might have a gunfight here. Ooh, Orpello peeks back. Never mind. I cursed it. As usual. Alright, here we go. Final round of the first half. You're going to be pre-smoking the oil room, just trying to block it off for right now. And VA looking like they want to favor towards A. Risk gets heavily tagged by a nade there. So we're kind of at a standstill at this point. Comet. Oh, there it is. There's the sawed-off kill. It is highway robbery at its finest. Echo just barely makes it out. Oh, look at this. Don and Hector are still over towards the A site. Turv able to get the kill on the Echo. Oh, RFL. Hector able to get the kill on the RFL. The rotate going to be coming in, but... Oh. Hector trying to make the kills happen, but Yorkley able to pick up another kill, and FBI bring it 4-5, so we have a very even half here. Again, Virtual Assassin's first place EU team, FBI 8th place EU team. Keeping it pretty even. We're just getting right in there, right up in bid. But doesn't even matter. Oh, Turf picking up a kill onto Don. Please tell me if he was behind the box. Oh no, he just got the headshot down long. Comet over in Virus. Comet picks up a kill. Wrist picking up a kill. Turf able to get the kill on the Comet. Turf looking for some more damage. Gets the damage onto Hector. Almost gets the kill. He's one shot away from death. Turf gets it. Turf on par for an ace right now with that Desert Eagle as Echo rotates through connector there. Wrist coming up through elbow. Turf looking for the kill. Wrist takes out Orpello. It's a 2-on-2, so both these players need to play it. Echo gets the kill on Turf, and Echo coming in to kill RFL, and Virtual Assassin's able to take that pistol round away from FBI. Wrist once again, push right through mid. Oh, almost gets caught up by Killia. How he didn't die is nothing short of a miracle there. And again, here comes the push from FBI. Oh, look at this wrist behind all these players. And Yorkley going to shut that down right away, so FBI at the man advantage, but Don turns that right around as he gets turb. Hector hiding behind the stairs. Going to be a hard spot to clear out. Comet killing RFL. We're going to check up on with Arpello. Gets the kill on the Comet. He is on the B site. And Hector actually going to rotate over. Echo and Don both picking up kills. And now Yorkley with the bomb gets the kill onto Echo. But Hector just barely hears the footsteps and has the UMP, but Yorkley I don't think has armor. Yep, and there it is. Didn't wait for the smoke to bloom. Hector able to pick up that kill. 7-4 puts Virtual Assassins 3 rounds away from another map victory. And let's have a look at our scoreboard here while we're at it. Ooh, Echo getting the kill on the RFL, but Killia getting a knife up. How did I? Oh my god. Killia getting a double knife kill in the smoke. Oh my goodness. I wasn't prepared for the cheeky play that this man was going to do, and getting 2 knife kills is going to bolster his eco greatly and get himself and a potential teammate a gun. This was supposed to be a save round, mind you, so minute 5 on the clock. Here it is, Echo way down low, though. Oh, and Echo takes out Yorkley. Arpello able to kill Don, but Killian needs to get the bomb, and look at this. Echo's rotated up. Now, is this man going to save? Let's find out. Oh, no, he's going to wrap all the way around to bridge. He has the time to go for it. I mean, he's looking for guns, looking to see if he can find something, but those guns were taken by Killia after he just violently stabbed 2 people. Interesting play here. I think Echo just trying to see if they can find some exit frags here, but FBI gonna get their 5th round of the game. Echo not going for the objective here, but at the same time, I mean, just trying to save the gun because the economy of VA not really looking that great despite their many round wins that they got. That 2-piece knife kill from Killia definitely doing some work, but FBI going to be able to take their 5th round, and they're going to see if they can claw their way back to a tie. Apollo able to get the kill on down. Look at how far he's pushed up. He just sent it right through mid. Actually, no, sorry. It's the other way around. Wrist able to get the kill on the Killia, and that's going to be a gun down. Hector gets a knife kill on the turf. Looking for some more. Yorkley taking the bomb over towards B. Arpello gets the kill on the Comet. Ooh, Echo getting the kill on the RFL, and Yorkley's having some second thoughts now about what going to be. But he's going to look to make his way actually over towards A, as Arpello does have that. But Echo Gonna probably hear these footsteps. Chris able to pick up a gun. And now we have a 3 versus 2 retake situation. Wrist and Hector coming in from CT. Echo coming in from underpass. You can just barely see your head over that, so I want to consider a different spot. Arpello picks up 1. Hector is low. Arpello picks up the second, and now it's Echo versus 2, but I think he is attentive to where both players are. Gets tagged up a little bit, though. 15 seconds left on the clock. Arpello has the crosshair, and I don't think Echo's going to be able to pull this one off, and FBI are going to take another round away. 6-7. Echo does get the kill into Arpello, going to prevent that gun save, but nevertheless, FBI taking another round win away. Arfel picking up that first kill on the Hector there. Oh, but getting immediately naded by Echo. Oh, Echo taking some nade damage of his own, too. Turf able to walk their way into sight, but Echo stops that from happening as there's just enough of a gap in the smoke. Killia picks up Comet. He's getting a little aggressive there. Killia picks up another one on the wrist, and all of a sudden it's a 3-on-2 from a 4-on-3. Don, though, gets the kill into Yorkley. That's going to be the bomb down. Unbeknownst to Don, but he gets the pick anyways. 45 seconds left on the clock. And Arpello able to kill Don, and they need a run for the bomb. But Echo, all the way in God's country on T side there. Going to have a lot of time to try to wrap around, and that's not going to be the greatest thing for FBI there. In fact, if he's fast enough, he could stop the bomb plant, which would be detrimental. Killia is going to look over towards short, but unbeknownst to him, there is a man by the name of Echo who gets the headshot onto Killia, and now it's a 1 versus 1. He puts a smoke into the bomb. Does have clips. He could go for the clips play. But Arpello gets a lot of damage onto him. And Arpello once again clutching for FBI. They bring it back 7-7. And we are all tied up once again. A very wise play coming out from Echo. But Arpello just able to make it happen. We're going to fly over here. We got 2 players on B this time. Actually, 2 towards mid. A lot of gunfire being exchanged both ways. Flashbang coming out from RFL. Smoke's coming down onto the site. They're going to try to make their way onto site. But look at this. Turf gets taken out. RFL gets a refrag. Comet able to take out RFL. Killia kills Wrist. Oh, and Echo able to pick up the kill on the Yorkley. Comet getting the kill on the Killia. And now it's Arpello once again in a clutch situation, 1 versus 2. Comet is low, so he could turn this into a 1 versus 1. Oh, but Comet able to get the shot off, and Arpello not able to land the single bullet that he needed. VA take it back 8-7. And this is getting close. All right, here we go. This is do or die for the FBI here. And a failed nade is not a good start that they wanted, but, you know, they had the opportunity to turn around. Nade comes out from Don, not going to be connecting onto Orpello. Fight going to happen here. Ooh. Don gets tagged half. And so he's going to need some assistance from a teammate, which here comes Comet with that very assist. Also, Risk coming over. Oh, look at this turf over here on B, making a little bit of noise. Got a lot of action still over at A site, though, and Echo is going to rotate over. Oh, look at this. Killia is playing it patiently. Oh, the timing! No! There it is. Comet gets a headshot to Killia. He turns away at just the wrong time. RFL able to pick up that refrag. Yorkley and Don going to be trading. Echo gets the kill on the turf. Does he see the foot of Riss? RFL needs to make something happen here. 20 seconds left. RFL does get the kill, but Riss able to get the refrag onto Orpello. And 15 seconds, well, 10 seconds left at this point. RFL has to try to make something happen here, or maybe get some guns. But Riss is just going to play it patiently and probably swing out post-round. And Riss gets the kill. And VA are this close to getting their second map win here in this series. FBI very close to bringing it back, but you know, Echo, like we said, player to look out for. 21-7. Comet not too far behind either, 19-12. Both doing amazing work for the VA gents. Gillia getting a nade kill onto Wrist. That's a good start for the FBI, but Yorkley getting the team kill onto Turv. Just as I say that, I have a habit of jinxing things. Yorkley getting killed by Echo over in the stairs. But Killia getting that refrag. Comet gets the kill on the Killia, and now it's RFL. The only person not of Finnish descent to try to close things out here. Try to keep FBI in game number 2, or game number 3. He does spot Hector, but Hector doesn't spot him. Comet, hold up in the corner. Might actually be able to hear the shuffling. And Hector's going to put a swift end to that. And VA take game number 2, 10-7. See if I can get it going. Huh? I don't know why that went into 1, but Virtual Assassin's going to be taking that game. So they are 1 map away from a full series victory and being able to crown themselves the EU Pavlov champs. That's close. So, of course, we'll be waiting to hear for map number 4 at this point. I'm just letting the folks know over there that I'm ready for map number 4. Man, what a set of games though. I mean, they're close. It's not like we're seeing like 10-4s or anything, you know. It's 10-7s, 10-6s, 10-8s. Like, it's getting it does get close in these rounds. But is it 2 maps each now? Now, so FBI have won 1 map, and then VA have won 2 maps. So we are map number 4 right now. And we'll be getting that in just a second. I'm going to pop into somebody's stream here and see if we can find anything. Looks like they're probably taking a break anyways, but I think we only have the Dave maps left. I think we only have Industry, Sand, and Santa left. So we're going to be seeing one of those pop up. So it'll be an interesting time. But yeah, Virtual Assassins, like I mentioned, 1 game away from victory for the entire series, and then FBI would need to win this map as well as the next map if they wanted their stars there. But in all honesty, FBI making it this far and making it into the season finals and getting 2nd place even, that's still their best season. So, you know, they, no matter what, they can walk away proud, I think. So, either way, we'll be waiting for that to get underway. In the meantime, of course, we want to thank the VRML sponsors once again for, you know, everything that you do. That includes HyperX and ProTube. ProTube going to be providing the prize money for today's competition here, so thank you to ProTube. Massive shout out to y'all. Otherwise too, we want to just thank all the VRML mods for making everything happen in the league, and thank all you players, of course, as well. Trying to think of anything else. Of course, I can always shout out VRML Con. If you're not already registered to go to it, what are you doing? Go register right now. It's out in Denver, Colorado, July 20th to the 21st. Going to be a 2-day extravaganza of VR esports featuring Breachers, Veil, X8, and Onward. And, as of recently, we're going to have a Pavlov 1v1 booth there for all y'all to come hang and, you know, play some Pav in between games and whatnot, and, you know, get to meet everybody. So it should be a good time overall. Looking forward to seeing people there. That will probably be casting it. So, why Dave Maps, do they have a PSVR 2 player? No, it's because every other map got banned. So they played Inferno, they played Dust 2, they played Oil Rig, Manor, Strawbreaker, Mirage, Stockpile. That's 7 out of the 10 maps, and then Industry, San Santo. Those are the only maps that are left. So I believe that's what we got going on. So we're waiting to get that underway. Still waiting to get that underway. So in the meantime, we'll run a small ad break, and we will catch you back in a little bit. Folks, we're back, and I think we have a map 4. Map 4 going to be Industry, I think, from what I'm seeing on the stream right now over, yeah, looking like Industry. So, unless they magically switch or something, which, you know, wouldn't be, it'll come on, don't worry, don't worry. It takes a sec for some reason, so, anyways, so Industry gonna be map number 4. Let me think. Yeah, I'm just trying to make sure everything's all good here. So stay with me, folks, for 1 sec. It's good. All right. All right. Map number 4 gonna be Industry, a long time map in the VRML. Originally a community-made map by Voxy. This map got bought out by the Pavlov devs over at Bankrupt, and they turned it into their own official map. So one of the many official maps that they have now. Their most recent developments being Autumn and Carnival, which are 2 new maps. They look fantastic, they play fantastic, and they're just a fun time in general. So definitely interested to see those played in future seasons, but looks like we have an Industry replay already, and we're waiting for Industry to get started. But again, that will be map 4. Both of these seems pretty experienced on Industry. VA especially picking it up a little bit more as of recent, and so it'll be definitely interesting. So let me pop you back up. No audio. We should be good now, right, chat? Yeah. Somebody will tell me in the matter of a minute if that's the case, or I'll get pinged like 20 times. So it's all good. It just does that for some reason, so something we'll have to look into. But I promise you, there should be audio, and if there's not, we'll sort it. Don't worry. I'll get a call from, you know, the backstage hands, the tech team, if you will. We'll make it happen. But again, let me check the stats on Industry here. I think the last time these 2 teams played on Industry, it was actually a 9-10. There's no audio in the commercials? Maybe it's because of monitor. Oh, I think I know what's going on. So, anyways, before I start staring out of oblivion, because I can't think straight right now. Just waiting for Industry to get started. Like I said, last time these 2 teams played, it was 10-9 on Industry. So definitely should be an interesting time. That is for sure. But Virtual Assassins 1 map away from taking it all home and for being your EU VRML champions of season 13. And then of course after this we have the NA Bronze match at 5 o'clock Eastern, so in approximately 40 something minutes. And then of course we have the NA finals in just about 3 hours, which will feature Downfall versus the Mages. So be sure to stay tuned for that. And otherwise, we're just hanging out here for a moment as we wait for these 2 teams to get started. So let me just double check. We got some typing. Pick Industry. Woo, okay, so we have the confirmation. It's actually Industry. I wasn't just talking nonsense for the past 3 minutes. Oh, there we go. Now we're getting everybody in. And it's looking like Virtual Assassins are going to start over on the T side, which is a pretty popular pick. And then looks like they're working some stuff out right now, so I'm gonna let them do that. And otherwise, let's check on chat. How we doing today, chat? We doing good? Y'all enjoying it? Let's get some predictions going. We think VA are gonna take it all away and become your champions, or we think FBI are gonna snag another map and we're gonna go to a map 5. Be interesting to see what happens. So there we go. We got everybody in the lobby. Let's double check. There's a carnival, but there's not an industry. I believe we can do it. You think? Really wondering, is VA going to take it all away, or because I mean these are not maps that either one of these teams have really played on too much. So as we saw with game number 1. Anything can happen, and especially during the finals, wouldn't doubt that anything could happen. So, will be interesting to see, but I believe we'll get this match started hopefully soonish. We hope FBI gets the win. VA will close it out here. All right. We got some predictions rolling in. I feel like it'll be very, very close. I feel like VA will probably take it out, but you know, it's gonna be close. It's not gonna be a landslide. But at least we get a 4-map finals. Oh, actually, VA gonna be starting on CT side. I told RFL to stop throwing. Yeah, how's that working out? Oh, man. Your biaso would be an epic story. Yeah, I mean, I forget the last time we had a 5-map grand final. It was a long time ago. Very long time ago. So, would be cool. But, just waiting for Killia to get started, and then, furiously refreshing Pav TV, folks. This is part of the Pavlov experience, is hitting that refresh button a million times until the map you want finally pops up. They're finding a game server right now, so I think we're about to get in the action. There's a fire CSGO, but there's not an industry. Come on, we can do it. 2-1. Yeah, we are map number 4 right now. Sorry, I don't know what happened with the scores. They just, like, zeroed out. So we'll get that sorted. But we have an industry. Can we get in is the question. I apparently don't have a button for round number 4. So this is going to be round number 3, electric, part 2, electric boogaloo. You feel like VA will win, but want FBI to win? Well, we'll see what happens. But oh, we got to get y'all swapped up. There we go. All right, so yeah, Virtual Assassin starting on CT side and FBI starting on T side. Let's see how this one goes, but this is, again, Virtual Assassins need to win this map if they want to take it all home, and then FBI would need to win this map and the next map. So this is map number 4. All right, round number 1 coming into play, and FBI looking like they want to head over towards the B site. We got Don hiding behind the truck. Orpello trying to see if they can maybe find anything. Well, RFL getting tagged up quite a bit there. Got some action over in mid there. Ooh, Turf actually... It's the first time I've seen somebody buy a red dot sight on a Beretta. You know what? I respect it. Orpello picking up the first kill onto Don. Let's start things up for game number 4. Echo going to be picking up the kill on Killia. Turf taking a lot of damage there. Car gets shot. It starts beeping. It's what it does. And look at this wrist behind. And so they're going to have to hold the flank, but Echo going to be able to pick up the kill onto Turf. Yorkley picks up wrist, so the flank is now down. Yorkley picking up Hector as well in the process. Comet behind. Oh. Echo trying to make their way around. Echo picks up the kill into Yorkley. 2 versus 2. Orpello missing some key shots, but finally gets the kill into Echo. Now it's... Oh, Comet picks up the headshot. Doesn't have the time, though, as RFL is still waiting patiently. And FBI able to pick up that first round. So, chat. It's best of 5. VA win this one. They win the entire series. They don't play a map 5. If FBI win, then we move on to map 5. It's as simple as that. Anyways, moving on into round number 2. Hector getting some... Oh, actually doesn't get the damage, but Echo gets a headshot onto Yorkley. But Orpello and Turf picking up kills. Riss picking up a kill. Orpello picking up another shotgun kill. We see the boomstick finally come out. We love to see weapon diversity in this game. We love to see it. Don now at 1 versus 3. Hiding out in the mid hall there, and the bomb needs to get planted. But Don might be able to pick up at least 1 kill. But 2 of these players are 1 shot to a deagle. And Turf able to pick up that kill. And FBI up once again 2-0. Getting a good start. But now this round will mean it all. Alright. 2-0 FBI ahead, and they are once again headed over towards B site. Don going to be trying to get some early damage. I think gets a singular tag with that M4, but lots of smoke coming in. Nice smokes coming in, actually. That's going to completely block up the vision of the car player. Wrist is flanking around. Killia gets the headshot onto Risto. Trades helmets. Turf able to kill Comet. Don able to take out Orpello, but RFL getting the trade onto Don. I don't know who to root for. It's a tough call. I'd be happy if either one of these teams won. Both of them equally deserve it for various reasons. Echo picking up Yorkley. RFL taking out Echo, and now it's Hector versus 3, so we'll swap over to him. Actually, Hector versus 2, and Killia is 1 shot, so this isn't entirely undoable, but RFL is patiently around the box. Hector picks up 1. And Killia just waits so patiently. Make sure that he commits to at least a few numbers there, and Killia able to clutch it out for FBI. 3-0 right now. Historically, Industry has been a T-sided map. Now, with all these changes over on B site and some of them over on A, CTs have a little bit more to defend with and play with. And so we've actually seen some more even halves as of recent. But look at this. We have 4 men onto B. They're taking a little bit of a gamble there. And they're just going to be able... Actually, they have no players on A. So FBI are just going to be able to walk right in. Comet might see somebody behind the smoke, but yeah, Yorkley's going to go for the bomb plant. Comet gets the kill on the turf, but the bomb is going to be able to go down, and RFL going to be able to get this angle on stairs. RFL needed to watch his head. Oh, it takes a lot of damage, but Killia able to kill Don there. And Riss already in there with a flank. And now it's a 3-on-2 retake. Echo able to get the kill on Yorkily, but RFL gets taken down as well. And VA are going to be able to get that retake. So the gamble somehow works out for them. FBI would be a lot higher EU if they didn't have a really rough start to the season. Well, yeah, it happens. And, like, you know, at the end of the day, when you get to the postseason, that's really what I think matters at the end of the day, you know? And they've shown that, you know, they're a solid team. They have made it to the finals. I know, but this map used to also be horrendously T-sided, like, you know, the old version. Don able to pick up the kill on the turf. Don picking up a second one, but Yorkily able to get that pick there. Riss picks up one, makes it a second, and RFL able to swing and get the trade, but at what cost? He's going to try to pick up these two guns, but even then, he will have some players hunting him, and Echo does just that. Let's have a look at our scoreboard while we're at it. Alrighty, so VA seem like they've adjusted well to the FBI's antics there. And Turv going to make it all the way across to B-Long there. Smoke grenade does go down. RFL able to pick off Comet right away. Yarkily, for the first time this season, representing the SKS Chads. Don taking a lot of damage there as well. Turv getting the pick onto Don. Yorkily taking out Riss with the SKS. Love to see it. Hector, though, getting the kill onto Turv, bringing it back to a 2-on-4 retake here. And, you know, it's a hard retake to try to make happen. Hector does pick up the kill onto Yorkily, so gets the free pick there. And he does have clips, so these players need to be aware of what's happening. He does have the flashbang, or Pello is patiently waiting. Hector picks up another kill, and all of a sudden it's a 2-on-2. So this isn't completely over for Virtual Assassins. And Echo's going to be waiting patiently behind. Killia there with the save. Does he have the lineup of the bomb, though? Looks like Echo wants to try to go for the clip play. And does he stake it away? No, he doesn't. Killia able to just barely stop the clips from happening. And also barely able to escape the bomb explosion there. And so FBI taking another round win there. Alrighty. 4-2. And Virtual Assassins mostly on a save. We have Echo, who is able to grab himself an M4 there. So might be able to make some use of it. Riss does get spotted over on the van, and Don gets spotted in the corner. So they're aware of both players' locations on the B site. Or Pello takes out Riss with a nice AK headshot there. Don gets killed as well. And look at this. Echo is pushed all the way through. And Yorkily gets taken out by Echo. But Killia able to get that refrag. Hector, the other one, on an M4. Comet trying to make things happen here. And the rotate to A is coming in. And the question is, does Hector realize this? I think he does. Yeah, so Hector going to rotate over to A. Bomb is getting planted. RFL already on the stairs. It's going to be a very hard retake to make happen. RFL gets Hector there, and now it's Comet versus the World. Follow along with him. Comet's goal here, try to steal a gun if he can, but FBI going to be up 5-2. And there it is. RFL able to pick up the kill, 5-2. The best FBI could hope for is a 7-2 half, but VA could always bring it back 5-4. So, and the money on them looking okay. I mean, Comet could buy some rifles here, and I think they'll all be able to have rifles and a little bit of utility, but they're going to need to be careful with their eco, especially if they lose this round going into the final round here. And none of them look like they really have... Well, Comet has armor, but the other 4 don't really look like they do. Wrist able to pick up the first kill on the turf, and that's going to be a great opening for Virtual Assassins there. It's looking like they want to go B, but Wrist has this head peek on this car right now, and that's going to be very hard for FBI to even try to get by. Wrist takes out Arpello and gets the kill into Yorkley, so a nice 3K coming in from Wrist this round. Huge contribution. Yet, at the same time, we still only have 1 player, but it doesn't even matter because Don just absolutely lasered Killia there. And now it's RFL versus the world. But Hector, crouched in the corner, is going to be able to hear every step that RFL is making right now. He's going to be able to call it for the rest of the team. And Echo might even just swing out and kill him. Yep, there it is. Echo shooting RFL in the back, and Virtual Assassins pick up a 3rd and much needed round going into this final round of the first half, which we'll have a look at our scoreboard right now as we get into that. Here we go. Last round of the first half of map number 4. Crazy that we've made it that far today. Wondering if we're going to see a map number 5 come out of these 2 teams. FBI have to dig deep, but as I say that, Echo able to get that first kill on the RFL. Echo able to pick up the second one. Trying to make things happen here. Throws in a nade. Comet able to kill Orpello. Now Yorkley and Turv to try to make things happen. And just like that, VA have a perfect round of the final half. And they close it out 4-5 and will be swapping over to the second half. FBI putting up a very solid fight throughout this series. And so this pistol round will be very important for either one of these teams to try to pull ahead here. Early nades coming in. Killia looking for some damage over mid. Comet able to make his way out of sight, and Yorkley gonna get shot in the back. Turf picking up 1. And VA swiftly take A site. Full control. Killia trying to make something happen, but doesn't really have the opportunity to do so, as Echo is going to be able to kill Orpello there. I've never seen so much Beretta usage, and I like it. I really do like it. I mean, yeah, those 5.7s are probably doing way more than the Beretta could ever hope to do, but you know what? It's the thought that counts. And just like that, too, VA win the pistol round, and we are back 5-5, tied up. VA just need 5 more round wins in order to secure their first place victory for this season 13. And FBI also need 5 round wins, but to try to get it to game 5. But look at this. We have the VA swift assault onto the A site. No stop. Actually, a little bit of stop. Wrist, though, able to get the kill on the turf. Comet's just going to be able to clear both of these players just like that. And now it's a 2-on-5 for the FBI to try to deal with. Wrist able to kill Orpello, and now we're looking at Killia to try to Maybe get some damage. Maybe snag a gun. Something. Comet's watching the back, though, so... Gonna be a bit hard to do. And Killia still manages to get the knife. We thought he wasn't going to get it, but, you know. Tried and true with those knives. I think he's had like 4 or 5 knife kills this entire series, which is crazy to think about. So good job, Killia. We're proud of you. VA looking to go over towards the B site here. We got smokes galore and ooh, Arpello getting the headshot onto Hector there through the smoke. Gets the helmet dig, but it doesn't matter as Comet able to kill him. And look at nades coming in. This is a swift assault here of the B site. Echo able to pick up 2 just like that. Just lines him up and puts him down. Almost gets it. Oh, RFL, hold up. Brings it back to a 1 versus 1 of all things, and he might even be able to spot Don's gun barrel. Oh, look at this. Don has a 50-50 chance, and he wins it for Virtual Assassins, bringing him 7-5. A very close round for FBI there, but VA ultimately take it. And here's a look at our scoreboard as we only have potentially a couple rounds left of this entire series. So we're getting to the end, folks. Hector able to get the first kill onto Turf, and Hector's going to push right on through. VA really showing that this aggression's working out, but RFL going to be able to shut that down. Comet picking up Killia there. Yorkley picking up Don Orkel, and Yorkley picking up more kills. And now it's Echo versus 2. Still a very doable clutch, but as I say that, RFL comes in and swings and hits Echo in the face. 7-6, FBI are not out of this one yet. Virtual Assassins, the aggression was working, and perhaps the FBI have adapted to it. But we'll have to see how they continue to change things up, how they continue to strategize going into, you know, some of these penultimate rounds of the game. I mean, you gotta worry about eco. Anything can happen. So, Echo gonna get flashed there. Trying to make things happen. Comet actually picking up the first kill. Risk picking up a second. They just waltz right into A. Yorkley getting taken out as well, and now it's a 4 versus 2. Comet hidden by the shack there. RFL gonna get shot in the back. Orpel able to get the kill, but might want to elect to save here at this point if he can get away with it. Hell is going to be able to save the gun. But Virtual Assassins picking up an 8th round. They are 2 rounds away from solidifying their place as Season 13 EU Pavlov champions. Don's looking all over the place. I gotta get out of that one. All right, 8-6. We're getting close, folks. And desperate times call for desperate measures as Yorkley is on the sawed-off shotgun. We saw him use it to great effect for at least 1 kill on Oil Rig, but nice smoke coming out from Echo there. And Orpello may be the only one on B site to defend here, so we'll see if he's going to be able to hold on. Orpello picks up one, but Risk comes right around the corner and gets Orpello in the back of the head. RFL trying to make things happen. Hector picks up the kill on Killia. Turv able to get the kill into Echo with the FAMAS. So they've already flanked, but Hector able to get the refrag. Risk gets the kill into RFL, and now it's Yorkley versus 3. But 2 of these players are one-shot to a Deagle. Yorkley picks up 1. Does pick up an M4, so now he's got something a little bit more manageable to use. Oh, the gun wasn't cocked! No! Yorkley not able to get that kill. He probably pulled the trigger, and oh, that is so unfortunate. I don't believe the gun was cocked, which is why a bullet didn't go out of it. Virtual Assassins 1 round away from taking it all home, folks. This could be it as we get on the way with this round. And once again, we're going to head right to the B site. What's been working for Virtual Assassins. But RFL makes the adjustment, takes out Echo right away. Comet gets killed by Killia with the AR-9 there. Orpello gets the headshot, and this push has been stopped right in its tracks. And now Hector and Don have come to a screeching halt as they're trying to contemplate what to do. Orpello and Killia just kind of holding firm. Actually, Killia rotating over, but RFL going to be the other defense over on the B side here. And we might just have a save. The push happens. I mean, Don trying to get over and trying to see if maybe if they can get a kill or two. If they can bring it to a 2-on-3, it's doable. But I doubt Orpello's going to let that happen as he tags Don quite heavily there. And I think maybe even spots the bomb. RFL picks up Don, and Orpello going to shut that down. FBI still in this 7-9. It's not over yet until it's over. VA still 1 round away from securing the entire championship, but FBI could even bring it back. And last time, it was a 10-9, so we'll have to see what happens. VA going to be making the adjustment here. And Common and Risk going to do their famed push right through mid, and will Turv be ready for this? No, he won't be. Oh, the knife doesn't go through. Oh, but Hector gets killed, Risk gets the kill into RFL, and all of a sudden it's a 2-on-4, and Echo is going to get actually, Don going to get the kill on Yorkley, and now it's Orpello versus 4. It's looking like this might be the end of the line for the FBI, as Risk secures the victory. And Virtual Assassins are going to be your Season 13 Pavlov VRML EU champions, just like that. Let's have a look at that final scoreboard before we get going here. And let's bathe in the victory of Virtual Assassins as they close it out 10-7. They've won 3 maps, so they are officially your EU champs. Congratulations to both these teams. They put up a very hard fight against each other. FBI showing an amazing performance, bringing it pretty close, but VA, pulling on through. FBI, they started off strong, won map number 1, and then map 2, 3, and 4. It was 10-6, 10-7. We had some of these close games, but VA, they just pulled right through, and ultimately they were able to take the W. So VA, congratulations. You're a team that's been long time standing in the Pavlov VRML community, all the way since like season 1 or 2, like very, very early on. And, they finally, after all these seasons of fighting, get their stars that they so rightfully deserved, as well as a bit of prize money from ProTube VR. They'll be getting 275 USD. And FBI, they're not walking away with nothing either. They are walking away with $150 US for the entire team. So congratulations to both those teams, and congratulations to Valk for securing 3rd place today in our match earlier. In just a few short moments too, we'll be handing it off to the NA side of things, and we'll be seeing Jabberwocky versus Dream Team for our bronze match. And then to close it all off, we have another best of 5 featuring Downfall versus Mages for the NA title. So we hope to see you all there. And thank you everybody that tuned into the stream. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and we'll catch you in a bit for some more. Thank you so much, and take it easy.
Pavlov VRML is brought to you by Exclaim, HyperX, ProTube VR, VR Cover. Thanks.